Welcome to libbystamps.com. I'm coming to you today with a card in a box tutorial that I've been asked a lot about. There are a lot of these on YouTube and different people's blogs, but this one I've made today to fit an A4 sheet of paper, which is roughly 11 3/4 inches, and I'm using the new Bohemian Designer Series paper today, and it coordinates with Bermuda Bay, Delightful Dijon, Blackberry Bliss, Island Indigo, Rich Razzleberry and Berry Vanilla. And I've decided to use this side with Blackberry Bliss. Now I've gone ahead and pre-stamped and mounted some flowers using Flower Shop and the Pansy Punch. So let's get started. I've cut my Designer Series paper 11 3/4 inches long, and this width here is however high you want your bag. So I've made mine about 4 inches. Alright, and then you're going to need 3 strips in your strip colour, in your cardstock colour of 11 3/4 or the width of A4 by 1/2 inch, which is just about 1.3 centimeters. Now, so there for your bag around the bottom and the top. Then you need 2 pieces for your handle, and they're about 6 inches long, which is 15 centimeters, no, 16.5, so I've made these a bit longer. 16.5 centimeters long by about 1 centimeter wide. All right, for your handle. And then you need another piece, and this is going to be the base of your box, and you need it to be 2.5 inches wide by 5 1/16 of an inch. Now you need that odd measurement so that the A4 card that you're using for handles, etc., fits around your box. And then you're going to score at 1/2 inch all the way around. And I'm using sticky strip today, and I know it's been discontinued, but I'm using it so you can actually see it, what I've done. Alright, so I've already scored 1/2 inch all the way around, and I've put my sticky strip on. So I'm just going to cut these little edges here, and I cut them in wedges because I like the base to sit flat. Alright, that's the last one. Alright, if you have trouble getting your sticky strip up, which I always seem to do, use your paper piercing tool. Don't lose the little lid, and just go around, give it a bit of a rub and pull them up at the sides. And who forgot to score and who forgot to burnish all her edges? So I'll just do these side ones. So you need to burnish the edges, that helps. So pretend I've done them all the way around. Alright, we're just going to put the side up. Now we have the sticky strip on the inside of our box, if you like, because we're sticking these tabs on the outside, just like that. So you can see how I've got the tops even, and that's our box made. Right, now I put the sticky strip on the side I want to be on the inside of the bag, and I'm only taking the bottom strip off first. Alright, so I'm just taking that bottom strip off, and I'm going to start roughly halfway along. Now don't worry too much if when you're sticking it on it doesn't quite go right to the edge, because you can cover that up later. And I'm going to go round my box and try not to square off the edges too much. So that's the other edge. That edge. Alright, now before I get to the last edge, I'm just going to use my bone folder and go inside and just firm down the edges I've just stuck, just to make sure you've got good adhesion there. Alright, then I'm going to take the last edge off of the sticky strip. You could use Fast Fuse or Tombow, but I thought it was just easier to use sticky strips so you could see where I put it. And roll that over. Alright, and there, basically you've got your bag in a box. And I'm just going to go around once more with my bone folder and make sure I've got good adhesion on all my edges. So there I've got my box base and my bag. Alright, now you could stamp along these with any of the border stamps, or you could use the Stampin' Pierce mat and give it some faux stitching, or one of your Stampin' Write markers. Alright, and I'm just going to put this on the base to start with. And I'm going to start again about halfway along the base, around your base, just like that. Right to the end, and then they stick over each other a little bit like that. Alright, you can go around again if you want to with your bone folder, but try and keep this part like a bag. Alright, then you've got your next piece, and it's going to go around the top here. So we'll take the sticky strip off again. Alright, and I'm going to start on the same side and around about the same place, so that I've got a clear front and back to my bag. Alright, and we're going round until you get back to where you started. Alright, so there we are, there we have it. And I usually just go around again with my bone folder, trying to keep it round, just to make sure I've got good adhesion there. Alright, now you need to put your handles on, and I'm not very good at guessing the exact place for where I've put holes so that they're even, so I'm afraid I have to measure, and I do that at about 1.5 centimeters, which is approximately 1.5 inches, or approximately 4 centimeters. And I'm just going to sort of squish the bag a tiny bit and mark. Then we're ready for the holes. So using my Stampin' Pierce tool, I go right through both, making sure they're approximately even. And then just with my bone folder, I go back and make sure I rub those bits that I've sort of squashed together with my bone folder again, so that I get that rounded look. Alright, it's time to add your handles, and we're just going to put a hole in each end of our handle, and you could stamp your handles as well. It's just up to you, whatever you like. And here's where our lovely little mini brads come in handy, and I love these because you get 200, and they seem to last forever. Alright, so I'm just going to pop a mini brad through one side on the outside, and then I'm going to pop the handle right through the hole that I've made, like that. Open up the brad, like that. Alright, and then with my bone folder, I'm just going to give my handle a slight curl, and I'm going to add the brad to the other side, and there you've got your handle on with your brads. Now I've got my two handles on and my bag's almost finished, but I just want to cover up these brads inside and give my bag a little bit more strength or rigidity. So this is where that third piece of cardstock that's about 1/2 inch wide or 1.3 centimeters comes in handy. So I take the sticky strip off again, and again starting at the back where you started your first piece of sticky strip up the top, and you're just going to go around the inside of your bag with that piece of card. The handles are actually upright when you're sticking the cardstock over. If they're angled, they won't sit properly when the bag's finished. And that's it, that's your bag finished, except for embellishments. Now I also then go round again with my bone folder, which seems to be my best friend for this project, and make sure that everything's stuck where it's supposed to have been stuck, and it just means you get nice adhesion there on your bag. Now I've prepared these flowers previously, so I've just adhered the two flowers together with Tombow, and then I've worked them a bit with my bone folder just to get the leaves up a bit. And then I'm just going to take, I've put dimensionals on the back. I'm just going to remove the back of the dimensionals, and then I'm going to add them to the front of my little bag, just as embellishments. Alright, and then if you wanted to, you could add some pearls to the middle of those, just to jazz it up a little bit more. And again, I use my paper piercing tool to lift them up, and I put my finger on top because I've had experience with them flying off around the room when I've just popped my paper tool underneath. So there we have it, my bag in a box. So I hope you enjoyed that video tutorial, and I hope to see you again soon. Bye for now.
Hey, if you wanna play, make it about a place. It'll take creation, imagination. Try to draw outside the line. Let us see inside your mind.